Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss about vital signs in newborn. So first we will define what do you mean by vital signs. The vital signs, they are reflecting physiological response or status of a body. That means how the body is functioning. So how we are assessing? We are assessing with the vital signs. Earlier time we were having 4 vital signs. One is temperature, second is pulse rate or heart rate, third is respiratory rate, fourth is blood pressure. But nowadays there is one more vital sign that has been added, that is fifth vital sign, that is pain, has been added into the vital sign. Now we will discuss one by one. First we will discuss the first vital sign, that is temperature. Normal temperature in a newborn, is 36.5 to 37.5 degree Celsius. Temperature, the unit of measurement is degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit or in Kelvin also. The instrument that is used to measure the temperature is thermometer. Thermometer, either it may be mercury thermometer or it may be digital. The sites of checking temperature are oral, axillary, rectal, tympanic and skin. These are the sites for checking temperature. The question that is asked, that is most accurate site for measuring temperature is rectum or rectal site. Most accurate site is rectal site. Most commonly used site for taking temperature is axillary. These questions they are asked in the exams. Now we will discuss if the temperature is less than normal. That means if the temperature is less than 36.5 degrees Celsius, we will call it as hypothermia. Hypo means decrease, thermia means temperature. That means decrease in body temperature. We will call it as hypothermia. So the newborn child, they are more prone to develop hypothermia because they have to adjust from intrauterine environment to the extrauterine environment. The temperature inside the intrauterine environment is 3 to 5 degrees Celsius more than extrauterine environment. So the newborn, they are having difficulty in adjusting the extrauterine environment. So that's why there may chances of heat loss. So there are some method of heat loss. One is evaporation, second is conduction, one is convection and fourth is radiation. These are the methods of heat loss. This was related with when the temperature is going to decrease, that means less than 36.5 degree Celsius. If the temperature is more than 37.5 degrees Celsius, we will call it as hyperthermia. Hyper means increase, thermia means body temperature. That means increase body temperature. That means the child is having pyrexia or fever. Now, one question that is asked, the silent killer disease in newborn. Silent killer disease in newborn is known as hypothermia. Hypothermia is known as silent killer disease of newborn. So if the same question is asked in the adult, silent killer disease in adult is hypertension, that is increased blood pressure. So these two questions they are asked in the competitive exams also. Silent killer disease in newborn, silent killer disease in adult. Now we will see the formula how to change degree Fahrenheit into degree Celsius. So there is a formula that is 9/5 degrees Celsius plus 32. This is the formula how to change degree Fahrenheit into degree Celsius. For example, you have to change 40 degrees Celsius into degree Fahrenheit. How you will be changing? 9/5 into 40 plus 32. That is 104 degree Fahrenheit. So sometimes they are asking the question regarding the change this much temperature into degree Fahrenheit or into degree Celsius. So you can apply this formula. This is also important. Now this was related with the temperature. Now second we will be discussing about second vital signs, that is pulse rate or heart rate. Pulse rate or heart rate. The unit of measurement for pulse rate is beats per minute. Beats per minute. Now we will be discussing what is the normal pulse rate for a newborn when the child is in resting, that means the child is calm. The normal pulse rate is 120 to 160 beats per minute. When the child is sleeping, the normal pulse rate is 80 to 100 beats per minute. When the child is performing any activity such as the child is crying, the heart rate it will be up to 180 beats per minute. Now we will be discussing how you will assess the pulse rate. How you are measuring the pulse rate? The pulse rate you are measuring by palpation. By palpation. Palpation means you are feeling the pulse rate, or you are auscultating. You are auscultating by hearing the sound, by hearing heart sound with the help of stethoscope. So whenever we are doing auscultation, any sound we are doing with the help of stethoscope. Now what is the site for measuring the pulse rate is, we are measuring apical pulse mainly in children. Which pulse we are measuring? Apical pulse, most commonly site that is used to measure pulse rate in newborn, that is apical pulse. So where is the apical pulse? Apical pulse is located on the apex of the heart at the fourth intercostal space. Intercostal space means in between the ribs. So the question that is asked, in children apical pulse is measured at fourth intercostal space, but in adult apical pulse is measured at fifth intercostal space. At fifth intercostal space. If the heart rate is less than 120 beats per minute, we will call that the child is having bradycardia. Brady means decrease, cardia means cardiac activity. Cardiac activity is heart rate, that means decreased heart rate. If the pulse rate or the heart rate is more than 160 beats per minute, we will call it as tachycardia. Tachy means increase, cardia means heart rate, that means increase heart rate. Now we will be discussing the third vital sign, that is respiration. Now we will be discussing respiratory rate. The respiratory rate, the unit of measurement is breath per minute. that include one inspiration and one expiration. Normal respiratory rate in newborn is 30 to 60 breath per minute, or an average of 40 breath per minute. So how you have to assess? The child is taking respiration with the help of abdomen. So you have to count the respiratory rate for full 1 minute. Full 1 minute, how many times the abdomen is going up and down. The respiratory rate is more than 60 beats per minute. That is showing child is having tachypnea. That means increased respiratory rate. If the respiratory rate is less than 30 beats per minute, that means child is having bradypnea. That is decreased respiratory rate. So what is the method of measuring respiratory rate? Method is by inspection. You have to inspect the abdomen that is going up and down and count the respiratory rate for full 1 minute. Now we will be discussing the fourth vital sign, that is blood pressure. Blood pressure is pressure exerted by the blood on the walls of the blood vessels. So that will be blood pressure. So it is measured in mm of Hg. So what are the instruments that are needed to measure the blood pressure is sphygmomanometer, stethoscope, BP cuff of appropriate size, So what is the normal blood pressure in newborn? That is 60 by 40 mm of Hg. 60 by 40 mm of Hg. What is the normal BP cuff of appropriate size in newborn is 4 into 8 centimeter. 4 into 8 centimeter. What are the sites for measuring blood pressure? Sites are either brachial or popliteal. So this was related with blood pressure. If increased blood pressure, that means person is having hypertension. If decreased blood pressure, that means person is having hypotension. Now we will be discussing our fifth vital sign. Fifth vital sign, that is pain. Pain, what do you mean by pain? Pain is any subjective experience to any incidence or to any injury. We will call it as pain. What are the method of measuring pain? We are having pain scale. In newborn, mainly we are using face scale. With the help of face scale, how we are measuring? We are measuring the facial expression of a child. And on this scale we are having different posture. We are having different expression of the faces related with the child face. So we are matching and we are calculating how much level of pain the child is having with the help of face scale. Other scale is numerical rating scale. If the child can able to speak or the child can able to tell, so we will ask about the rating and we will be denoting in the form of a number. So these were skills related with the pain. So today we have discussed about the vital signs. If you are having any queries, you can ask in the comment box. Please like, comment, share and subscribe my YouTube channel for the more video. Thank you class.